We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Eckler again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence forced out to his left. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 31, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On second and 10, Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Herbert on third down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Allen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt to follow here. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Past the 20.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Herbert now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Second down and goal. Herbert.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 44, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down. Throw them the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Finds his tight end, Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go, set.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 2, here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jags have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Joey Bosa in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We never got to... Planned to pair ETN with James Robinson together last season because a Liz Frank injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, ETN is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Pass incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to work. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Eckler again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
This is caught. It's Kirk.
And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Chargers 30.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would.
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And a fun, close ball game.